Says we're live. Are we live?
Lord, bring us some streamers today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're streaming.
The one on the right is the one that should be available.
Hi there. Welcome to
Yeah, we're
the
back.
Failing Forward live stream. I almost said to Kids Corner. We're not at Kids Corner right now.
It's the Tuesday live stream.
Yes.
And I have been away for almost a month, except in video. How you doing, bud?
Huda.
Yes, and the kids from Kids Corner are here. Let's say hi to them. Hey. Hi, neighbors. And I'm glad you are, because I think this is Kids Corner for this week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much.
Wait, there
Well,
is no Kids Corner this week?
Well, we have a little bit of a project we can go to, yeah.
Oh, well, I missed last week, and my able substitute co-host took over for me. And as I sat home blowing my nose, I was wondering, am I going to get replaced? Am I out of a job?
No, you're not
Okay.
out of a job, but she sure does make the overall pretty average go up really a lot. And yeah.
And you were here making things work out pretty well, too, weren't you? Mm-hmm. I remember. I was watching. I was streaming. Thank you, everybody that's tuned in to watch this week's live stream with GB Austin.
And Eduardo Guthrie.
Yeah, well, I'm finally back and feeling pretty good again. So
Yeah.
you guys didn't get any cases of sniffles from me visiting here that
No.
week, did you? Okay.
No,
good.
no, we've all been pretty healthy around here.
All right, I'm glad.
Our producer has something to say.
Don't
Don't forget about our
forget-
producer.
Don't forget me.
Don't forget, there he
Don't
is.
forget me. Hi, here I
Yeah,
am.
in high definition.
Yes.
Yes, looking pretty good. So we're here doing a live stream. We do this every other week just to let you guys be a part of the effort of putting out books and whatever other things that we're doing. And the reason why it's called Failing Forward is because we have good things in mind that we want to do, but we have no idea what we're doing, so it's just going to take failing forward to get there. Actually, there's a lot of other ways I could put that too.
The cool thing is that we're making progress.
Sure are.
The projects are learning lessons along the way, and part of the reason we live stream is to share those important lessons of, here's a mistake we made. Beware of this if you're going to step into the publishing your own books realm,
Oh, yeah.
creating crafts with your young people realm, taking consequences for achieving your goals
Well,
realm.
something to beware of, but and we'll get to that too.
Yes.
Pretty soon here. Yeah, but speaking of that kind of thing and how we're making progress, in the last couple of weeks, especially last week, I was able to share my children's book to an elementary, Glenfair Elementary. So if you're seeing this, Glenfair students, hi! It was so great to see you guys. And on top of that, I picked up today the coloring that they did for the color contest.
The coloring contest is underway.
Yes,
The
that's
last
right.
time I was here, that hadn't even started yet, but we're starting to see entries being submitted.
Yes. Now I have entries, backlogged entries that that we are going to be sharing here, but I was able to get all of Glenfair's done right away. We've got everything else ready to post too. So when you see that posting, go ahead and scroll through and like the ones that you think are the best, and the ones that get the most likes are going to get. They're more likely to win.
Our Facebook audience is going to be the jury.
That's the main jury. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. That's it. Seems like the way to do it. I don't know what I'm doing. I've never tried doing a coloring contest before. I've got prizes. I've got kids that want to do it. I've got coloring sheets. In fact, I want to post a file for you guys to get so that you can get a coloring sheet if you have a kid that wants to participate in it. The kinds of things that they could possibly win are a Ruby Bunny in the Big Fall book, or they could win that and a print, which I don't have on hand, but a print of one of the original paintings, or they could win a book and one of the original paintings that's in the
wow.
book. Yeah,
So that would be like the top prize.
that's the top prize. Yes, for
Oh,
sure.
goodness. A piece of a reproduction of original art, and a book that's got all the art,
That's
all
right.
the illustrations in it.
And the whole goal here is I want more people to see this, and that's why we just want more people liking it, participating, sharing it, saying, "Hey, Grandma, Grandpa, go on here and like my Facebook color contest picture and get it in there."
Okay, for new streamers, especially people like me that don't have any little ones in their house, how would they have an opportunity to get their hands on this book if there's somebody on their birthday list or something like that that needs a good book for young people to learn and enjoy and have fun with and
Sure.
maybe take away a cool life lesson from?
Yeah, well, if you want to get the paperback or the hard copy version of the book, you can find it on Amazon right now. On top of that, you could get the digital version there right now. You could get it for free if you have Amazon Unlimited. And coming up this Easter weekend, on the 29th, 30th, and 31st, you can get the digital version for free anyway. Even if you don't have the Unlimited, it's going to go on there for free. Just to try to share it more. Excuse me. I think allergies are getting to me.
Ooh, okay. Well, if we need to give you a break, let us know. But I was curious, the story of Ruby Bunny and the Big Fall. If you need to take a sip of water or something here, maybe one of the Kids Corner team can tell us a little bit about what's the story.
That's a great idea.
What's happening in the story of Ruby Bunny?
Would one of you be willing to share what the story of Ruby Bunny is about?
Yeah, let's pick up the book.
Journey,
It's,
Zeke?
it's right over there.
Rubby Bunny.
Here you go.
Ruby Bunny.
Yeah.
And the Big Fall.
What happens with a big voice? What happens in the story of Ruby Bunny and the Big Fall?
Well, this bunny, she was just having a normal day and she tried to make friends. But she followed a skunk into a dirty, muddy hole.
Oh, okay. So things aren't going her way at the start of the story.
And she
Some of those pictures look like they're upside down.
kind of do things like that. She looks like a rock. And
Oh, I
she
see it
gets
right there.
follows a skunk.
Here, show it this way. Show it this way. There we go.
She follows a skunk
Yeah,
into a hole.
it looks like the skunk didn't take it well. And he's letting poor Ruby have it right in the face.
Poor little Ruby.
Oh, goodness.
She just was trying to make friends.
So she winds up getting skunked. She winds up falling down a hole. But what happens at the end?
Well,
I mean, she's not just wiped out for the whole story, is she?
let's go here. She tried to wash
Okay.
herself.
All right, there's a picture of her falling in the water and going down, down, down.
Clunk,
Can you hold
clunk,
that one up?
clunk.
Okay. All right, yeah. Down the whirlpool she goes.
Now you see that the book is turned this way. And turn the page. Oh, wrong way. I always get that mixed up.
Oh, so people have to pay attention which way the pages are turning as the book goes upside down and sideways.
Yep.
Well, that sounds like a cool puzzle for readers to follow along while they're reading the story. Take me to the end, even though it might kind of feel like a spoiler. She doesn't wind up in a terrible mess at the end, does she?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I do know. But do things just get worse and worse for her as she goes?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like, in the end...
Oh, look at this. She is just covered with goop. And I bet she still smells skunky. But it looks like she's also asking for help there. She's reaching up her little paws, and there's a big creature right next to her, picking her up for a hug. Oh, I see it. GB, where did all these pictures come from?
I painted them. Yes.
So your paintings are the art that the coloring prize winner could wind up winning.
That's right, yeah. Some of them have already been given out when we did an earlier contest. We are going to be doing contests like that some more for people that are following and liking and subscribing and helping us fill these bunny-ometers. Previously, we gave out several of the original paintings to people who did that. If you say hi, put your name on there so we know that you're tuning in, we can put your name on a ticket and put it in a bucket. And we haven't started that up yet, but very soon another book will be coming out, and we're going to want to do the same thing, especially in that first week for Grippy Boy, Guy Kinderman, and the Peanut of Power. as that is coming out. We want to boost that best that we can.
That's going to be the next GB Austin Publishing House release.
That's right.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So that'll be available very soon on digital download and on paperback right at the beginning of May.
Okay.
Just in time for Father's Day.
But tell me about the coloring contest. One thing I thought I heard you saying before is that a couple more schools are going to be getting their students involved and putting their coloring entries into the contest as well.
Yeah.
How long do people have if they want to download the color page and enter online?
That's a good question. We need to set an actual date.
Okay.
I figured that it would be probably just before the Peanut of Power is released. So I would say until the end of April.
Okay. Well, it's the equinox today, right now,
Yeah.
middle of March. So before the end of April.
Let's say even, I believe May 4th is when the day the digital download is ready. And I would like to have as many eyes looking this way so that more people are sharing it
Okay.
at that time. So, yeah, that seems like a good time. May 4th?
Can they
I'm going to make this up as I go.
can they enter more than one entry?
Well, not the same kid.
Okay.
I think one kid, one entry.
Just curious.
Yeah.
May 4th, Star Wars Day.
Yeah, Star Wars Day for sure. So yeah, if you're interested in participating, please by all means let's get you. We'll get the file out there for people to download and color for themselves. And if you can't get the file, you could still draw a picture of Ruby Bunny, color it really well, and take a picture of that. You can email it to me at gbaustinauthor82@gmail.com, or you can just post it on the same site as post it on my face.
Add it to one
Facebook,
of your
yeah.
comments or however
Yep.
Facebook brings comments and messages back and forth.
Yeah,
Okay.
comment it. Yeah, on my post.
These are answers I don't know. Facebook kicked me out.
Well, a lot of this is answers I don't know either.
But you've got until May 4th,
Yeah.
it sounds like. You're going to stick to May 4th, right?
Yeah, May
That's a
4th.
great day,
Let's say
Star
May 4th.
Wars Day. It's
May
hard
the
to forget
4th.
that one.
There you go.
So, there is enough time to put your best work into entering the coloring contest. Why, you could get like oil paintings maybe, or sculptures, or who knows.
But the sooner the better, because you want to establish
Wait, can I
it
see
in there and
Crispy
get
Boy?
more likes, get more people looking at it. And
Can I
if
see
you
that
wait
from
until
the-
May 4th when we're announcing the winner, it might be too late for you to really get likes. So
Yep.
that's the strategy.
Get your entries in quickly, okay? And your young son here is
Can
interested
I get
in the other book.
Crispy Boy and Guy Henderman Peanut Power?
Okay.
Uh-huh.
The books are pretty popular in this house. People who have youngsters in their family or youngsters on their gift list, check it out. On Amazon.com, they can find at least the first book,
Yes.
and then when Father's Day rolls around, this new one,
Guy
Guy Kinderman,
Grippy Boy.
Grippy Boy, and the
The Peanut of Power. As long as you can remember the Peanut of Power, that's the thing. They can also find a previous book, in the Christmas style, The Gift of Herbert Grunch. It's a Dr. Seuss style story of, something very similar. Worthwhile checking that one out.
Okay. And these aren't just entertainment stories. A lot of people who write books for young people are getting into the swing of saying, oh, I want to communicate a message along with this. Sometimes their message is about diversity. Sometimes their message is about self-esteem. Sometimes their message is about pacifism. All kinds of things that people are saying this would be good for society if we learn this from a very young age. Where do you go to for your source of messages to put into stories for young people?
Well, it's an overall concept of knowing that God's there for me, that I'm forgiven, that I'm loved right where I'm at. It's actually the message that's hidden behind both of these stories. And it's not really very well hidden. It's in there in a way that I think is well earned. But that you're loved even when everything falls apart, even when you make a huge mess, even when you can't help yourself out. It's okay to ask for help. You're loved right where you are, and you're loved enough to carry you out of that. And that's what I get from God.
And
When
you-
I get to talk to these kids, by the way,
That was what I was about to bring up. You've told me that
Yeah.
you sometimes get a chance to ask your audience, who is the one that you can always count on, who will be there for you and love you and take care when you call out for help.
Today was particularly cool because in the 5th grade class I was in, producer?
Yeah, we have a comment from Alicia. She says, "Hello, sorry I missed the last one."
Oh, so glad to have you, Alicia. Thanks for tuning in.
Good to have you back again. I missed the last one too.
Yeah, so I was with the 5th grader class, and I got to the point where I'm asking them who this is, because there's this figure right towards the end that's saying, "I see you there. You know, where are you, Ruby Bunny?" And they're like, "Well, who is this? If Ruby Bunny's over here, if Ruby Bunny's over here in the mud," I'm gonna turn one page back. "Then who is this?" Because they figure that's the bunny. And I say, "Well, who is it for you that loves you right where you're at?" And they say, "My grandma, my mom, my dad, my uncle, my cousin Pete, my best friend, my dog." Today a kid said, "My food." It's like, we might need to think about that one.
Food is there for you until it's not.
Yeah, and then it's gone. And don't be eating to make yourself feel better, unless you're just hungry. But I had one kid that said Jesus, and I was like, when I wrote this, and whenever, even if they don't say Jesus, I can say, when I wrote this, I was thinking about God. Or if they say Jesus, I'll say, when I wrote this, that's what I was thinking about, for sure. Because it works for him. It works that no matter what, if you're lost in the middle of the woods, your dog, your grandma, your whoever is not going to necessarily be there for you. If they are, you're not really lost. But there's times when we're lost and alone, and the only one that could really be there for us, who's never far away, is Jesus.
And I got a question for you. When you read the story of Ruby Bunny for the first time, did you know who the big rescue jackalope at the end was supposed to be? Or did you read it and you didn't know who it was and you got to figure it out for yourself?
I figured it out by myself.
Did you come to the same idea that your dad did?
The jackalope Jesus.
Okay, so you read it and you figured it out the same way he'd already planned it. Well, that's pretty clever, my goodness. And some of the kids in the school are thinking along that same line too. But even if that's not their background, just knowing that we get in trouble, it happens. And a thing to do is ask for help.
Yeah.
I wish a whole lot more adults understood that, instead of just going down deeper and deeper into their problems because, no, I don't need no help from nobody, and having the attitude that it's wrong to ask. Ruby Bunny is kind of a story for all ages.
Yeah, I think so too, and I want to get that message into kids before they become adults. Because when we get to be adults, if you fall down, you think, well, I'm not good at getting up.
Well, this young lady has called my attention.
Well, Ezekiel's
poster
also
back
seems
here.
to have a question.
Yeah, oh,
What's up,
yes.
Bubba?
Your important idea.
When are you going to start working on the crumb of evidence?
Ooh, good point. I've already written The Crumb of Evidence, which is the second book after The Peanut of Power. I've written it, but I have not illustrated it yet.
This is
so-
a new one to me.
Yes.
You
I
also wrote the second book of The Gift of Herbert Grunge.
that one is fully written, and I even started to illustrate that one, but I haven't painted anything for it yet. The Return of Norbert Grunge, who was inspired by people that I know.
Why are these young people so far ahead of me on knowing where Failing Forward is going? I mean, just because they're members of your own family.
Well,
One word,
Maybe.
memory.
one word. What does that mean? Memory.
Remembering that you said it.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Well,
Yeah.
as I was saying,
Yes. What were you saying? I don't remember.
I got swatted on the head by this thing, one of the bunny-ometers.
Oh yeah.
Does that mean that the Wheel of Woe moment is almost upon us?
It is almost upon us.
In fact,
You know what? In fact, just to be clear, this is the bunny-ometers that we have here, and this has to do with reaching our goals. We're asking for your help to help us get to the top. That's either by sharing the videos that we post so more eyes see the books and stuff, which we're trying to share videos that are just fun, shareable stuff. Or maybe it's purchasing books, downloading the Kindle, or maybe it's likes and Amazon reviews. and we've gotten there. We've made it to 100 on selling the books.
Very
Is that
good.
what it is over there? And so we have another Wheel of Woe to face, and that's how we celebrate. For your entertainment, we're gonna face the Wheel of Woe. And in fact, our old Wheel of Woe was okay, but
Well, you were telling me about fun videos to share.
yeah.
Was there one that you got ready to show me today?
Yeah, yeah,
right.
we've got the kids helped with the Wheel of Woe video. So
Well, I'm all eyes.
when the producer's ready, we'll go for it.
And trying
Today, computers have taken much of our thinking, creating, and heavy lifting. But at Kids Corner, we're here to show that nothing beats the real thing.
Well, it looks like it's time for another Kids Corner, which is why I'm here in the corner, and the rest of the kids are here too. And I see you've got paints and glues and cut out pieces of paper. What is today's Kids Corner project?
We are painting Wheel of Woe slots. And why are we doing that, you ask?
Why? Yeah, okay. Why are we doing Wheel of Woe slots?
Because we need to step it up a notch.
The old woes weren't woey enough. We're gonna
Yeah.
make it worse.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Like
these
human statue.
human statue is a
And
woe.
Bunny Drop.
Oh my goodness.
Fist of Frost Karaoke Kamikaze.
Oh my
I
goodness.
shall do evil things with this glue gun and feather.
I'm having flashbacks to woes in the past.
Good.
It looks like they're becoming official now. All right, let's see what you guys do to turn these into real woes. Well, the Wheel of Woe, for people that aren't familiar with it, is a wheel that spins, kind of like a wheel of fortune, but each little stop on the wheel is not a fortune. In this case, it's a penalty. And it's one of the penalties that GB has promised to face whenever we hit one of those milestones, either milestones of Amazon reviews or sales or video shares. So people who are streaming and watching right now are part of the success story that spells woe for GB and me. But these kids are going to take a little bit of the edge off of it with beautiful art. Let's take a look.
I'm not taking the edge off. I'm adding more edge to an edgy chicken.
It's turning
It's an edgy chicken.
a fluffy, soft edge.
I'm okay.
Would you like some more?
Yeah. Oh. All right.
All right, here you
Your
go.
turn.
Here's to meeting goals.
Yeah, and ugh. Oh,
Straight to the
no,
That one's hard.
oh,
Oh, you.
this
you
man
need
does
water.
not do shots.
Water or milk?
I think water.
Yeah, water would be better.
Acetic
That's a quick
acid.
swish. Quick swish. Another side.
The video. I'll have to watch it later on. Did you show people what some of our new woes are?
A few of them were listed off by Ezekiel, I think, but we didn't actually get to see up close what most of them were.
So, I will show you a few new ones.
We're going to be fast here.
Kamikaze.
So, yeah, we'll give you an explanation of like a few new ones here. Here's the Kamikaze Karaoke,
Ooh.
and that is having to go up there and sing a karaoke song that doesn't fit who you are. That's especially a good one for
Eduardo does not want to go karaokeing unless
Food
it's
nemesis.
for a good
Essentially, you have to eat your least favorite food.
what do we need?
Come closer.
Now, what is this one with the cute little toes on it there? That kind of looks like a friendly, happy thing.
That would be getting a princess pedicure. So we would have the girls go ahead and paint our toenails.
Oh, ooh, okay. Do I have to wear sandals or something
That's a
strappy
good
so
one.
they show?
I think we should probably have to wear that.
Oh,
Maybe we
goodness.
have to do that do a beach day or something. Humans. Okay, let's move this along. There's a scorpion sucker that I've got here that somebody will have to eat. Good hair day. That would mean that either of us would have to wear a wig all day, because all we have are bad hair days. What else we got there? Human statue. That's just having to be a statue somewhere for a while, like probably all in one color. What? I can't see what you're. Oh, that's the tortilla slap. We're gonna have to see how that one works out.
Okay.
Slime bunny is.
I've got a puzzle one here.
Oh yeah.
Let's see if our streamers can figure out what that consequence is supposed to be.
Yeah. Go ahead. As you're looking at that, put in the comments what you think that one is. I hope they got enough of a good look at that. This one's slime bunny. That's dressed up as a bunny and getting covered in slime.
Okay. Kind of
Okay.
like a
We
hero
also
in a
have
book I've
other
seen.
new ones.
Do people know this one? You can guess.
All right. Yeah. Some of
Okay.
these are just new pictures of old woes, but they live on.
And that'll do it for now. We don't need to explain all of them. Let's just go ahead and spin.
Okay.
So-
we did hit some of our goals, and so that means both of us face how many spins today?
I think we just have one spin
One apiece.
each.
Okay.
We might have another one next time. We'll have
Oh.
to see.
Okay, it's up to our streamers, up to our supporters. The more stream and support and share that they do, the sooner we have to face this again.
Now, can I have Ezekiel spin for me?
Sure.
No.
He's
No,
spun
I
pretty
have to-
good for a practice spin.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do it. As it counts, whoever pushes the button has to do the woe.
All right, there it is. It's going to be the.
Food nemesis.
Ooh.
Okay, it's just my worst favorite food, which we know what that is. I know it's not a big deal for most of you guys, but pickles. I can't stand pickles.
So.
Leave in the comments if you also hate pickles, or if you think that I'm ridiculous for hating pickles. I just ugh.
So what do you think? Does he have to eat 2 of them?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Balls.
Three.
8 pickles?
Eight.
Oh my gosh, guys. We're making it a pretty good consequence.
Oh,
Yep, 8 pickles. That's what it'll do.
I'm thinking. Well, that would make a pickle lover sick. I think 3 is a pretty good maximum.
Okay, 3 seems like a good max.
Oh, I haven't talked my way out of doing my own spin.
Your turn.
All right. Eduardo. Glad I'm a praying man, and I'm praying a little bit in my heart right now that whatever I have to face, it's going to generate the most support from people who are enjoying the adventures of the Failing Forward team. It is.
Oh no!
Wait a
No.
second.
Yes.
We're not gonna
Feather
let you do
shirt?
that again.
It's the feather shirt thing again.
We're not gonna let you do that one again.
There is a recording of that somewhere on Failing Forward Facebook. It didn't come out very clear or easy to understand with sound,
Also,
but there's no doubt that I have faced the
So,
feather
there-
shirt woe.
There is proof that he has done that woe, and there's plenty of other woes to be done.
Oh.
So, do you want to spin one more time?
Should I respin?
Yeah.
All right.
There's other. Oh, here we go.
Oh, we could swap one
You
out
can swap it out.
because that one
also the hot shot.
I've already
Hot
paid.
shot too.
Okay, so we're swapping out Hot Shot for Sour Sip.
Ooh, okay.
And you've done 50 push-ups before too.
I
so,
have.
I don't know.
Maybe I could beat my
That
poor
one will
record.
just re-spin.
Okay.
Re-spin.
All right. 3, 2, 1. This time a short spin. Which will it be? Praying. Oh, it's right on the boundary of
I
Twinkle
don't know.
Toes and Human Statue.
Respin.
Well, the nail is right on the little middle, so I think it's here on the human statue. Are
Okay.
you up for that one?
I have to be a human statue.
Painted in
All
gray.
right, well-
or wearing a gray suit.
Is it a
or something.
respin? Is it a okay? Our producer says it's a respin. Is it a respin?
It's-
Well, these woes need to be real.
Yeah, that's true. You can't. Okay, so you're saying you're gonna have to be this human statue.
I've committed to helping the Failing Forward cause, and part of that is facing the woes, and to also tell our streamers thank you for your support, getting the Amazon reviews out there, getting the sales going, and sharing the videos. It's worth it.
Oh, You know
It's
what?
worth it. I'm going to deal with the statue consequence.
Okay.
I gotta paint my own
We'll do it
toes.
together. We'll do the.
The Princess Toenails thing isn't a
Maybe
big
he has to remain a
consequence for you.
statue while I'm finishing all my pickles or something. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us for the Wheel of Woe. We're gonna head back over and we're gonna finish up. I think. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Is there anything left?
Talk about her.
Okay. scoot over. Okay. Well, we've got some consequences to face.
It's kind of hard getting a whole lot of different events happening when there's only one webcam.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're doing our best. We're failing forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And sometimes it's the camera that's failing on us.
Yeah. I wanted to find out from you. You've got more appearances at schools and any other places coming up?
At this point, I
know
don't
that
have
you-
anything else scheduled. There are about, I want to say, 4 or 5 more elementary schools that I have not gone back and read for. And I know there's one class left at Glen Fair that has not had me come in, but there's plenty of classes at the previous schools too that I have not read for as well. So there's that. But I gotta say, I can only do so much of this, of visiting schools. I have a lot of catching up to do on my other work as well. And if I'm gonna get this book out, there's a lot of work to do on the computer, and we've got events to do.
There are
when it comes
events
to
coming
this.
up. Today is the equinox, and that means spring is here for us that live north of the equator.
How about that?
And that might also mean spring street markets and other farmers market type events, community fairs, that kind of thing. And you made quite a success of them in 2023.
Yeah. Yeah.
So are your eyes on market opportunities for this year as well?
I haven't seen. I haven't really been looking, and it's kind of unfortunate because I happened to just see a great opportunity I missed out on that was being held at the old Kmart in downtown. Well, not in downtown, in Gresham. They had a huge bazaar there with a lot of little booths
Wow.
that I could have set up. We wouldn't have needed a tent or anything.
I didn't even know there was such a place.
Yeah.
Well, there will be more.
Yeah, especially, okay, it's spring break. I was planning to catch up on stuff, but yeah. So, be looking for more events. I've seen, actually, there's been a lot of kids at these schools that knew me or had read my book, and I'm like, how did you know?
Oh,
Because they saw me at one of these bazaars.
share the video.
Yes.
Share the video. That way, more people will be able to add their numbers to these bunny-ometers.
Right, right. And share the video that I sent out already. It's a little easier to share when you see just like the Kids Corner video by itself. More eyes. That's what we need. So, more people looking. That'll be good.
All right. How are the other failing forward efforts coming along?
Oh, coming along well. We'll take a second on that. The band that is called The Unascended. We finally have some of our tech stuff figured out, so we're going to be putting down some tracks and recording them. We'll be able to move forward pretty quick with that now that we've got that figured out.
Will some of these be downloadable, would you think?
I expect so. I mean, I'm not sure how soon before we have, a single track, a single to put out, but I'm expecting that'll be the case. And there's a fair, or is it a talent show that's coming up? We're not really sure what the date is, but we're pretty much locked in to go and perform our first performance outside of the garage.
A concert.
Yeah. When I say in the garage, like just now, I mean we're in a big warehouse practicing, but the skill level. I mean, these people, most of us have been performing.
Some great sounds have come out of garages.
Oh my goodness, yes.
And it sounds like that's a trend you guys are upholding.
Take a bunch of people that have performed in front of thousands themselves. We've got a guy who turned down being one of the huge producers because he didn't want to sacrifice his integrity. We've got a guy who performed with a lot of famous bands and got $1 million with that. I don't even know how much. Who's a part of this, who's like spearheading this. I've sang in front of thousands of people doing special services, and we're putting all of this group together. Not to mention, I can't forget Josh, who he's been producing and composing in front of tons of crowds over in the Philippines
Mm-hmm.
before he came over here, and he's just he's 18 now,
He's
19.
breaking into the U.S. as a surprise out of left field.
Yeah, it's a huge amount of talent, and we're just sequestered right now into
Mm-hmm.
this small space. We're about to break out, so be watching for that.
How do people get on, say, a mailing list to find out announcements of events and things, releases coming from this?
Well, I don't have a mailing list set up for that yet, but you can send me a message and we can set something up.
Okay.
You can actually.
Where do they send?
Well, why don't you go ahead and email to gbaustinauthor82@gmail.com. Put on there on your message or on your description
Yeah.
or whatever.
Add me to the mailing list.
For the-
I'd like updates about the performances.
Yeah, and I will just tag
I'm
you for
interested in
that.
buying a book.
Yeah, exactly. All of that.
Anything like that. That's the address to send it to.
So I'll just tag you on just the specific thing that you're looking for. I'm still figuring out how all that works, but I know how to do that now. So, yeah, I don't want to send out spam or anything. It's just enough.
Well, GB, it sounds like I'd better let you get back to what you were doing because you've got a whole lot of things on your plate, and failing forward is picking up momentum.
Yeah.
It's like that rolling rock you animated there that's on the downhill slope, and it's speeding up.
That's what we're at. That's what we're doing.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone
Thank
who
you.
joined us for this stream. And I'll be looking forward to 2 weeks from now. I'm planning on staying healthy.
Yes.
I'm Eduardo
Plan on
Guthrie,
it. And I'm GB Austin.
and we appreciate you joining us. See you
Thank
in 2
you.
weeks' time.
See you then.
And I'm the producer.
Avocado Bro.
Elijah.
That's pretty good too.
Yeah. Don't forget the producer.